fighting can be heard in the woods. He leapt to punch her in the face. She blocks, then grips his hand and went for an over-the-shoulder throw. He twists his body to follow his momentum and correct his footing. As his feet met the ground, he held her in place, then proceeds to kick the side of her knee, forcing her to let go. She backflips away and stares down the boy. He charges of a tackle, but she dodges, expecting he would hit the tree. But he ran a few steps up the tree and uses it as a springboard and launches himself at her. Catching her off guard, he tackles her to the ground. Raven, you've gotten better. I should have been more careful. Jaune, well, you're the only one that had any semblance of faith in me, so of course I'll put my best effort into it. Raven, well, enough training for today, now on to your schooling. Jaune, okay. Raven asked Crow to give her some school books, which aroused suspicion. But she was able to keep Jaune hidden and avoided the questions. Crow just shrugged it off. Raven continued raising Jaune as her own. Later. Raven, where do you want to study, Jaune? Jaune, I want to go where you went, Mom. Raven's heart skipped a beat. Raven, is this what Summer felt when she raised Ruby, and why? Well, I graduated from Beacon Academy. Jaune, wow. I want to go there. Raven just smiled at the earnest behavior. Raven, well, you have to up your training so you can outshine all your competitors.
Jaune, all right.
Raven just laughed, enjoying the moment. He really is the child she wished for. Kind but strong. Several years later. Raven, well, I taught you all that you needed for your dream. Now go and show the world what a true hero is. Jaune, thanks, Mother. I'll make you proud. Raven put a hand on his shoulder. Raven, I'm proud of you no matter what. Raven, Summer was right. All I need was someone who truly cared, and I never expected it would come from a small child. Jaune, thanks for everything, and I hope I see you again. Raven, don't worry, you will. And be careful out there. Watch out for the ones I told you to be weary of. Jaune, yes, Mother. Until next time. Jaune boards the bullhead and leaves for Beacon. Raven, I hope you fulfill your dreams as I have fulfilled mine. Somewhere to belong. Raven turns and leaves, wandering again. Raven, you gave me all that I dreamed of. I hope you can handle the cruelty of the world. No. I know you can. Because you're my son. La Ternearing Val. Jaune was minding his own business until he was disturbed by an insect. Carden, that's my seat. Jaune, don't see your name on it. Carden, get lost, dude, I want that seat. Conductor, is there a problem, sirs? Jaune, this guy is harassing me over a public seat. Conductor, sir, there are plenty of seats available. If you cause a ruckus, I will have no choice but to call security. Carden grumbled as he left. Jaune's attention was caught by the news playing in the monitor about a failed robbery attempt. The screen switched to another feed, one with a blonde woman with glasses. Then it hit him. Jaune Branwen. The bullhead stops at its destination. Jaune simply looked around sightseeing until he came upon the beacon statue in the plaza. Jaune, I hope I can make you proud, great-grandfather. His prayer was abrupt by an explosion. He followed the sound to its source only to find a small girl in a crater. Jaune, rough first day, huh? The girl looked up to him and asked, Ruby, who are you? Jaune, nothing but a wandering drifter. He helped her up. Ruby, hi, the name's Ruby Rose. Jaune, well, Ruby, the name's Jaune. Ruby, no last name? Jaune, that's a secret only to people close to me. Ruby, how weird. Ruby looked him up and down and saw something that brightened her mood. Ruby, wow, that's a lot of weapons. Why don't you use Mecha Shift? It's way easier and convenient. Jaune, life is anything but. And believe me, when a Mecha Shift malfunctions, it will be your head. Ruby, not my crescent rose. Jaune raised an eyebrow. Ruby whipped out an enormous scythe and twirled it in fashion. Ruby, it's also a gun. Jaune, interesting choice. Ruby, does your weapons have names? Jaune, the long katana is crimson, the short one is azure, the shotgun is argenty, and the revolver here is aurum. Ruby, is it made of solid gold? Jaune, partially, gold titanium alloy for durability. Ruby, hey, do you know where we're going? Jaune, yeah, the auditorium. Later at the auditorium. Ruby, there's my sister. See you later, Jaune. She disappears in a streak of petals. Jaune looked over to where she went, and his eyes landed on a tall blonde girl who has a spitting image of his mother. Jaune, so you're the one who hurt her as well, huh? Let's see how this plays out. As he walks into the unknown future, what will happen between them? Sometimes blood is not enough, but a bond formed out of love can be its substitute.